From gaining fame and notoriety from his famous TikTok clips, gaining millions and millions of followers, and winning both Gamer of the Year and Best Breakthrough Streamer award, to eventually breaking down and crying on stream, you may be asking, how did Nicholas Jynxzi Stewart end up like this? So, hey guys, it's Glauco Samatu, and today we will be discussing Jynxzi's rise and eventual demise. But before we get started, I would like to add a quick disclaimer. This video is purely instructional, and there is no hate towards Jynxzi or anybody involved in this situation. Everyone's human and everyone makes mistakes. So, I would also like to ask that anybody in this video would not send hate to anyone involved in any of the situations that I speak of. And yeah, that's it. So, let's get straight into the video. Although little is known about his personal life, Jynxzi was born in 2001 on September 26 in Washington State and later moved to Florida with his family. Jynxzi began streaming at 17 years old, and he streamed for quite a while before gaining any type of community or any type of following. Jynxzi basically he streamed for like a full year. He had only like what, one viewer. What was that story that he always tells where he had one viewer for a full year and then finally started gaining like notoriety and fame from the TikTok clips, like I said earlier. He started posting clips, basically clip farming. And I mean he was one of like the early starters of like the clip farming age. You would see like funny clips of him freaking throwing his headset or like raging or like his batteries fall out. I remember that clip. That clip was really funny and it blew up. So he was blown up on TikTok and he was getting like millions of or thousands and thousands of followers on TikTok, and then people started actually tuning into his stream and realizing like, oh, this isn't just like clip farming, like this is his personality, like he's funny, he's actually energetic, like this is how he is 24/7, which is quite rare for like a lot of people. Like you'll see a lot of streamers now where you tune in their stream, they're kind of boring as hell, and then their TikTok clips are like the one or two times where they're actually funny. Jynxzi was like that 24/7, which kept people tuning into his stream. After this, Jynxzi rose, and he rose fast and quick. He basically skyrocketed up to the most subbed person on Twitch. He recently, not recently, but he got one up by Kai Cenat. So right now he's at number two. But to be number two subbed on Twitch, like that's an incredible feat. And Jynxzi definitely deserved it, and he definitely worked really hard, uh, streaming and all that, to get up to that point in where he is, and he's been very successful. But unfortunately, this story doesn't have a Cinderella ending, and this is not how everything went down. So Jynxzi's first issue, and issue that's still hanging on to him this day, is women. See, Jynxzi's fan base is a group of 12-year-olds, for lack of better terms. It's people, usually they haven't matured yet fully and developed, and they would go and send hate towards Jynxzi's ex-girlfriend Cassie. Not just hate, but just overall weird comments, and she didn't like it. She didn't really like the fame. She was a college student. She was just trying to focus on her, finals and her school and basically her own life, and she just couldn't deal with the fact that, Jynxzi was probably one of the most famous people in the world, or at least in the United States, especially in the internet field. Like to be dating that guy and wanting to like have your own private life, it's very difficult, and it's just something that was not going to happen. Their relationship just didn't mix. We actually have a statement from her. So in Cassie's statement, she reveals, "This is the only time I will be talking about it. The reason why I kind of like took a break. First of all, I had finals. Second of all, I've been going through it. It's just a huge learning experience because I have faced like things that I've never faced before. And also, keep the private life away from streams. You guys know I want to be real with you, but I just want you guys to respect that. And I hope you guys understand. And I would just wanted to say I considered heavily just never streaming again. When everything happened, I got so many DMs that are like insane, like amazing." So she's kind of just explaining why she wanted to take a break from online and like the internet. And this is all alleged, but basically it's believed that that's the reason why she decided to break up with Jynxzi, or they decided to separate, because Jynxzi was on the rise and she was kind of stepping back from the internet space as a whole. So beyond that, the Cassie and Jynxzi jokes kind of like ran through a little too long, and they definitely had their moments where it looked like they were still together, but then it looked like they weren't together. But then I'm pretty sure that they officially broke up and you could tell that Jynxzi, you know, wanted to be respectful, and definitely it hurt his feelings because that's his girlfriend, or it was his girlfriend, and he was kind of just disappointed. Um, on the fact that he couldn't have his own private life with the type of fans that he had. And he definitely told all of his fans on stream that he wanted them to respect Cassie and not send any hate towards her because, we as humans, we shouldn't be putting those type of relationships and stuff like that on blast because you wouldn't want you and your girlfriend's whole entire relationship to be put in front of millions, especially if you are ever going through a rough patch or anything like that.
We started streaming a lot. You guys liked her, I liked her, and then I met her, bro. And then when I met her, bro, I actually had like genuine, real like feelings for a girl for the first time in I don't even know 5 years, bro. And I'm just gonna be honest, bro. The internet completely ruined it. Um, ever since we did that stream, she basically just gets harassed like all day, every day. If you guys noticed, bro, when that stream ended, she didn't stream for like a week after that because, like I said, bro, 95% of you guys, cool as fuck, bro. Just 5% of people, I'm not even gonna get into it, bro, but just, weird shit, bro. Just weird fucking shit. Strange shit, bro. Shit that if my, like, son ever did, I would be so fucking ashamed of him, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Just like weird, depressing shit. So I don't know. Me and Cassie, we text like basically every day. And bro, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I doubt we ever do a stream together again because she gets harassed so much that she doesn't want to stream. Like after that stream, bro, she didn't stream for a week. She just like deleted her TikTok today. So yeah, man. I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say, bro, is like genuinely, bro, that that girl actually made me like happier than I've been in a while, and it's just done, bro. And bro, it's literally just cause of the internet, dude.
Now, I feel like Jynxzi kind of handled the situation as best he could. Like I said earlier, it's relationship, and relationships, they have their up and downs, and some of them unfortunately do have their endings. And when you're trying to go through the internet and being an internet personality and also trying to have your own private life and relationship, I feel like he handled it, decently well. But the problem with this was, it was kind of when the jokes about women started when it comes to Jynxzi. Now, a little break on the topic of women for a second. Jynxzi also had a couple encounters on the game that he plays, Rainbow Six Siege, where it sparked some sort of controversy, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. And to me, it was more of just kind of like, speculation and stuff like that, and just kind of like how the tournament styles of Rainbow Six Siege works, to where he allegedly dropped, I think, Mingo from his stack, but apparently he didn't. And he just kind of flipped flopped around from team to team, but to me, that's not really that big of a deal, and I don't think anyone generally dislikes him because of it. Although, uh, Siege is a huge reason why people have started to kind of dislike Jynxzi, and it's kind of due to his lack of skill. See, Jynxzi wasn't always like known as like an incredible top one player, but he definitely had talent when it came to Siege because nobody really wanted to watch a guy that was completely ass at Siege. I mean, it's fun to watch for a bit, but it kind of just gets stale and it's like frustrating to watch someone. And Jynxzi, he definitely had talent when it came to Rainbow Six Siege. But when you start watching his streams later on, it seems as if he kind of declined while everyone kept getting better. He wasn't getting any better, and he was dropping like ones and nines and twos and sevens, and he was never going positive. And he kind of gained the the notoriety of being kind of like a J.R. Smith, I guess you could put it, a kind of worse version of J.R. Smith when it came to stacks. Like people were kind of dropping him left and right, and Stompin actually eventually dropped him from his team.
Oh, I got dropped. For Richie? Damn. Yeah, man, I can't even get mad, bro. I was selling yesterday.
And that was kind of a big deal because, Jynxzi, we're not gonna say and sit here and say that Jynxzi made Stompin, because Stompin, he's incredible. He is probably number one on console, with as not MNK, but Stompin definitely gained a lot of fame from Jynxzi. And it's not only just that, it's the fact that they were friends, they were genuine friends. So it was kind of like, I guess, a stab in the heart to Jynxzi, but it's kind of just business, and that's how it works. And Stompin wasn't getting anywhere on Jynxzi squad, so he eventually moved on from that. And yeah, that's just how that type of stuff works. But it's kind of disappointing to see Jynxzi not be able to stay up with all the players. And I feel like a lot of people just have trouble watching his streams when he's dropping negatives each game. And all of this leads to the one and only Brecky Hill. So now Jynxzi and Brecky Hill started dating in early 2024 around February, and Jynxzi and Brecky Hill's relationship definitely sparked a lot of controversy because of Brecky Hill's past. So Brecky Hill was a former OnlyFans creator, and she had an OF around. So I can't actually find a specific date of when Bricky Hill started her OnlyFans, but I'm pretty sure she's not active on it anymore. But she did have an OnlyFans, which, if you don't know what that is, I don't think I should be saying that. But if you don't know what that is, it's basically spicy content, adult film content, and yeah, she gained fame before that on TikTok, and I think she ventured on to adult uh content afterwards, after gaining all that fame from TikTok. And you know obviously this would spark some sort of controversy because it's like the number one streamer, or top 5 streamer, starts dating someone that does spicy adult content. And nosy people like to be in other people's business and like to speculate. Basically, everyone thought that Brecky Hill was, uh for lack of a better term, a thought. And of course, Jynxzi would not like that. And of course, Brecky Hill would not like the fact that Jynxzi's fan base was sitting here and basically slut shaming her. So that led to a lot of issues between in their relationship. And a lot of Jynxzi fans kind of coincided Jynxzi dating Brecky Hill and Jynxzi kind of changing, I guess, the way that he is and his skill in Rainbow and all of that, and his streaming habits. They kind of added that together and basically said that this is why Jynxzi is acting this way. And so they were kind of blaming Brecky Hill, and obviously that would cause strain in their relationship as well. And it also kind of caused strain into the relationship between Jynxzi and his own fans, because they felt just kind of not betrayed, but more of like they kind of just wanted the old him back before all the issues, before all the girlfriends, and yeah, basically that was kind of like the big issue at hand. Like, as y'all can see, Jynxzi actually recorded a video on his YouTube. Basically, it was him getting a kiss from Brecky each time he got a kill on Rainbow. And look, that content, if he wants to do that type of content, that's completely fine, and that's completely his business. And if I think it's utter trash, it really doesn't matter because he's gaining much more views than I am. But the biggest problem with that video was the fact that he was actually in a tournament at that time, and to be kind of distracted while other people aren't as successful and as fortunate as him to have the type of money that he is, and some of them actually play Siege as a livelihood. They obviously were not happy with that, which led to speculation of that being the reason why Stompin dropped Jynxzi from his squad. So this then led to a breakup between Jynxzi and Brecky around summertime, and she goes and explains the breakup on a TikTok that I'm going to show in just a second.
But pretty much what happened, I was supposed to fly out to see him on Friday in Florida, but he blew me off, which isn't the first time it's happened. So it was kind of just like, I care too much about this person and I'm not getting the same in return. But he really is an amazing person. We had a really, really good relationship. I think we both made each other super happy.
So of course we can, take this with a grain of salt, because we weren't there and we have no idea what is going on behind the scenes. But speculation was that Jynxzi was at fault, uh, and Brecky kind of just broke up with him because of the reasons that she stated. But eventually they actually ended up getting back together a little later, which caught everyone by surprise. And a lot of sources, which are very unreliable, and we should not take this as fact, but I'm going to say it now. A lot of sources say that Jynxzi and Brecky Hill have actually broken up a lot more than just twice, and that it's kind of like an off and on relationship. But of course, that is none of our business. But the problem with I guess their relationship, and the difference between their relationship between Cassie and Jynxzi and Brecky Hill was that Brecky Hill was actually part of the spotlight. She has her own following. She doesn't really need Jynxzi. Of course, Jynxzi will make her more famous than she already was, but she doesn't really need him. And so she was used to, you know, the limelight, and that kind of turned their relationship into a public relationship, which no one really likes. I'm not sure there's anyone in the world that wants their entire relationship to be public, but I feel as if Jynxzi uh, should have probably kept his relationship a bit more private, and especially their issues, because um, it, it, it I don't know anyone who really wants to hear about like a sloppy, messy breakup. There's people that love gossip, but it's really just not the best. And majority of people kind of just don't really care and would much rather you just keep that to yourself. And this all leads to Jynxzi eventually breaking down on camera, um, about him and Brecky Hill breaking up. And this is honestly really sad to watch. I'll let you guys watch a little bit of it, and then we're gonna talk about it from there.
Would watch like specific videos to where like there was like screenshots of videos that I watched, and like she eventually like would like found out about that. Like she didn't want to, but she did. And then I like it broke my heart to see that I hurt her, and that's like something where like I'll like probably never. I'll probably I'll probably never forgive myself for that. I I think I do think I'm a good person, but I think watching watching any type of like adult films while you're in a relationship is cheating. I know like there's probably a, there's probably some like idiots that don't think that, but like if you actually do care about a human being, like if you really do care about a person, you wouldn't do that. And that's something where I'll probably never forgive myself for that. And other things like another thing that like she found out about like recently.
Now that was definitely a difficult watch. Jinxie is definitely emotional and in distress about the whole situation, and by now looking at this, it kind of just seems a lot more severe than all the other issues that him and Brecky were having, and it seems like they probably will not end up together again. And it's kind of sad to watch a creator that was once so high spirited and so highly energetic to be broken down and crying on stream. And I've seen a lot of people making fun of him, and I understand both sides, and I also understand that some people may disagree on why Brecky Hill is breaking up with Jinxie, but at the end of the day, it is her choice, and she can choose to do whatever she feels is best for herself and for her relationship with Jinxie. And as for Jinxie, I hope he's able to learn and kind of grow from this experience, and I hope that you know he eventually resurfaces again on stream and kind of goes back to how old old Jynxzi was, highly energetic, kind of focus on himself more, and continue to making great content, kind of bring back all the viewers that kind of left Jynxzi when this whole situation started. Now, that's enough for the video. Glock loves you, and I'll see y'all later. Before I go, and for those of you who don't really want to hear this, you guys can just click off the video. But I did want to speak to the people commenting on my videos and stuff like that, especially the people that were hating, or not hating, but they just had constructive criticism. And this channel, we never want to silence anyone's opinions, and I feel like everybody's opinion is important, and we should all come together and form discussions. But I would really enjoy if the discussions were respectful, and we're not, how do I put it, just not really derogatory. I feel like, you know online, it already has so much like hatred and negativity, and I feel like um, I I want my space to be more positive, not really negative. Uh, I know I'm covering stories that do deal with people and negative, I guess, connotations and stuff like that. But that's all it is. It's stories, and I'm aware that people are affected by these stories and stuff like that. And I just mean no harm to no one. And I also would like for everyone to just kind of keep a positive outlook and kind of see the positivity in a lot of these, and how people can just grow and become better people. I did have sort of an argument with a guy on the comments of my Cody Co video, and he just disagreed, and honestly, that is perfectly fine. I have no problems with people disagreeing, and you can have your own opinion. I just feel like it could have gone a lot better, and we could have had a genuine discussion, but it kind of just went into like a back and forth battle between both of us, and that's not really what I want. So I would like to apologize to that guy, and I hope we can move past this, and we can make the Glock 2 community more positive, and yeah. But I'll see y'all later. Glock loves you. Sorry, it's added like 2 minutes to the video, but I hope y'all enjoy the full thing, and I'll see y'all later.